Greetings, Gemini. It is time for your July romance spread by Alexander. This is Galactic Tarot. I will be doing a different format today. Spirit requested, due to what's going on with this transit of Chiron being conjunct with Mars, this wounded healer aspect and this kind of like craziness like you might see going on in your lives or the lives of your loved ones around you. The format is going to be more similar to those of you who have been watching me on Facebook for those free readings that have been going on for almost 5 years now. We're going to be doing 3 cards for the physical. We're going to be doing 3 cards for the energetic. So the interpretations are going to be completely different. There's also going to be me kind of reading off some of these notes I have here to let you know what Chiron means in retrospect to your sign of Gemini, to your sun sign. Something that could be very, very interesting for you to do in your own time is looking up your natal chart, looking up what house Aries is in and what that means. It was very, very validating for myself to read this. And I saw a lot of stuff that I already healed. I was like, yes, I used to do that. So what I'm saying today, you might be like, well, I already did that, Alexander. That's awesome. You're on this path to your soul's journey. This is a quantum message for everybody and what's going to be going on for the most. So still being open to making sure that this has been healed 100%, though. I don't want people to just use that as a, oh, okay, well, I already did that. Because sometimes some of these things ebb and flow. And even with forgiveness, we forgive this person, we're feeling really loving, but then there can be moments where we're feeling a little bit of aggravation towards these people, these things, these emotions, these things we already healed and transmuted and dissolved. So without further ado, I'm going to start shuffling. While I shuffle upon this romance spread, physical and energetic, I'd love it if you guys hit the like button, that subscribe button, that bell notification. I will be going live by next week, the latest. So if you hit that bell notification, you'll be able to see when I'm live. So you can pop in right away and have your chance of getting a free reading. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to start shuffling for Gemini. Romance spread, okay. All right. Whew. I'm only 2 readings in. This is the 3rd, and they are a little hot and heavy today. So feel free to go check your moon sign and your ascendant sign, but also I'm highly suggesting to everybody that you check out your Mars, because that's what's conjunct with this wounded healer aspect of Chiron. So, but now let's focus on Gemini, romance spread, in accordance with the highest benevolent frequency in the universe. Let's see what's going on in our love lives. Two more, okay. There we go. Doing that old 3 by 3, 3 for the physical, 3 for the energetic. Okay. All right. So let me start right off here with this. So Chiron conjunct Mars and Aries. It's about inner wounds, being triggered through aggression, attacks on identities, our values, how we define ourselves. Like I was saying earlier, looking at your natal Chiron placement, what it's in, Aries, to see how to use this energy to transform. And by what it's in, I mean what house it's in. But the individual notes just for Gemini. Communication and learning, sensitivity to energy, ability to communicate, being judged or criticized, feeling like you're not being heard, or opinions not accepted. So something might be healing all the way back from childhood with that, or it might be something that's going on right now. So, this might not have anything to do with romance, and that's fine. I'm given the opportunity, and Spirit wanted me to talk about this, like I was telling you guys earlier, So taking the time to look up your Mars and look up what this means for you could be very, very healing. It was very, very healing for myself and very validating, like I was telling you. So I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and you know, how you guys just are, you know, what you thought of this different format and what Spirit was communicating. It could be triggering. But like I was telling you before, you know, because that's what a lot of this is about, is being triggered. Nobody's ever triggered us. We allow ourselves to become triggered. You know, imagine trying to trigger the Buddha, or trigger like somebody like Eckhart Tolle, or triggering some sort of Zen master. I'm not saying it's not possible for any of those people, any of these gods, but I'm telling you that it's going to be more difficult. So, you know, just working on ourselves and maybe, you know, seeing how easily we've been becoming triggered can be very, 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 not even healing, powerful, 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 because when we're in our highest vibratory state, that is how we create the best possible tomorrow, by having that power in that vortex. So let me run through this physical first. Okay? So we got the Eight of Wands. Okay. Oh, this is happening? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are starting off right here. So the first card in the physical is the Eight of Wands. So this is, for some, this is representing a lot of phone calls. For some, this is representing a lot of emails. This is basically representing a lot of communication about or to who? This goddess. So awesome. So this could be, you know, for some of the guys watching, somebody new coming in, and you're showing that you're communicating them. This could also be something that's healing with like somebody you've been talking to, and something that you're healing with the mother figure in your life, your you know, mama bear. Because then we go to this journey up ahead. So we go to this traveling to the water, traveling to the river in the physical, because this is the physical. So this is representing calls being made, or information being conveyed, or conversations that are had about or with this person. So there's multiple interpretations for this. And then either going on a trip, going on a vacation with this person, or going and healing something that could be healed from childhood or from certain belief structures with our mother figure, okay? So looking at the energetic, okay, we've got the, worried about it. All right, so I'll just do one card at a time. Okay. So once again, the physical, a lot of phone calls, a lot of, you know, conversation, a lot of contact. Then we go down at the bottom, we have this, either this priest or this, you know, counselor. So, you know, looking at who's been the people, like, because, you know, it's like we are, you know, the whole friend card in the tarot is you heal me, I heal you. So who's this friend, or who's this counselor to us? Who is it that we, under the sign of Gemini, have been contacting to, you know, be this energetic therapist almost, or a counselor, all right? About what? Mama bear, okay? So, you know, like I said, there's multiple interpretations. This can represent somebody, you know, feeling like they really love this person, and they want to marry them. Like they met this new person and they're talking to them. This can also be for some, this healing that's going on with the mother figure. So there's, this is very interesting. You know, they just told me to do this. So like I said, just roll with the punches here with me, guys, because this is, I mean, the last one was separated between men and women for Taurus, and now this one's being separated into two different categories of either mother or new lover. So now we're getting back to this mother figure, a new lover, and then it goes to this card of energetic warring at night. So, you know, for the person that's healing this issue with mom, we're seeing that this is what's going on in the dream time. So just to bring, you know, retrospect, or, you know, validation to why that's been happening, why you've been having these weird dreams, or waking up at 3:01 on the dot every early morning, you know, and that's been something that's been coming up in the in my personal readings as well. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, it's every time between 2:30 and 3 o'clock I wake up, and, you know, I feel like I'm under attack, or I feel this thing or that thing. This has happened to myself as well. I've gone through this. There was a time about 2 years ago. It was every single time I wake up, I say, I'm gonna roll over, it's gonna say 3:01. It was like mathematically impossible without an alarm for this to happen over and over again. So, you know, instead of just like being like, I'm under attack, sage the house, incense, I took control over it. I owned it. So then what I did was I was like, okay, you want to wake me up at 3:01 in some weird energy? I'm going to wake myself up at 2:58. So I'd set an alarm, I'd wake up, I'd sage the house, I'd incense the house, I would do a little bit of meditation, and I would use this as a dream state practice, because guess what happens? If you go to sleep and you produce all that melatonin, and I'm sure you guys remember, oh my God, that's happened to me. Like you wake up and you go to the bathroom, you go back to bed, and your dream state is crazy. You wake up, you go back to bed, you're gonna produce double melatonin. So I'd wake up, stay up for about a half hour, 45 minutes. Obviously you're still tired, I go back to bed. My dream state would be like 7D, 9D, like high vibratory, awesome dream state. You know, so I took ownership and control over this thing that I thought was an issue. So if you guys are having anything energetically bothering you at night, or you're feeling that way, or there's a certain time you keep waking up at, own it. Meditate, do the sage for the you know, removing the energy, do the incense for holding divine feminine space, the whole like masculine sage, feminine incense, and own this. So, but what is healing at night for some is, you know, this situation with mother. And then for some that are looking, you know, I think it's probably the guys that are watching, because that's how the other one was split up. You're worried about what's this girl doing, what's this goddess doing. First of all, she's awesome. Second of all, don't worry, because that's just going to create weird energy. So then we get to this journey once again in the physical. So for some, moving into nature and just healing and releasing whatever it is that took place, you know, just really, really facing it. You know, I say it a lot in the readings. I say it a lot in personal readings. I say it a lot in the, you know, these videos that I do every week. 99% of a healing is knowing what took place in the first place. So you guys knowing what you're healing, knowing what's going on, or knowing just not to worry, and you're just loved, and everything's going to be great when you know it's going to be great. I promise you. So this trip, this vacation, or this journey to the water, it's balancing everything. It's what stops the wheel. You know, a lot of times we repeat these structures because we're looking to heal something from our childhood. We're looking to heal some romantic trauma that happened with somebody else. When we're looking to heal these things and they need to be healed, we can create karma, you know. And this is basically saying the opportunity to stack dharma instead of creating karma in these romantic times, in these romantic spreads, is either healing something with mother or just being in a state of trust, activating this new sense of trust. And when I look over here, being able to communicate, not feeling heard or opinions accepted, this could be something that's coinciding with whatever's healing with mom, with whatever's you know, transmuting with mom. So it's kind of odd that I'm even going to label these romance spreads. I mean, because it's, you know, it's briefly romantic for some watching this, but you know, like I said, Spirit communicates with me what to do that day, and things are going to shift. So I'm still going to label these readings that way, because what does this come down to? When we heal this, when we dissolve this, when we transmute this, when we become the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be, I promise you this is the truth, I've seen it in my reality over and over again, then the person that steps forward is always in the same state. If I'm sad, I meet somebody sad. If I'm happy, I meet somebody happy. If I'm, you know, struggling with some love issue, the person I meet is struggling with the same thing and working on healing it. We heal it together. You know, whatever the thing is, you're going to meet the person in the same vibrational state, because we're reflectors and we're all one. And how else, you know, it wouldn't be fair if it worked other ways around. There are times where people like pick a certain partner because they're punishing themselves because of karmic reasons. But for you guys watching this, when this is healed, then the person that we meet, or the person in our reality already, is going to have the opportunity to transmute and dissolve this themselves, because our cup fills, boom, flows over, pours over. And this is going to have this effect with everybody else in our lives. And you'd rather meet this awesome person that's sparkling and glittering and just has already worked on this stuff than, you know, meeting somebody that's dealing with the same stuff as you, because that's how it works. It might be slightly different in some way, shape, or form, but it's always the same. Because the card that's at the bottom of the deck is, you know, saying to look through the spiritual window. So look through the spiritual window, really be honest and truthful with yourself. And just, what I've been doing, which I really hope this helps you guys, is taking ownership over whatever the challenges are that have happened in my life. When I look at something, instead of blaming the person that did it, I tell myself, why did I create this? Something good is coming from this. Something good must have came from these things in the past. And whenever this new challenge arises, something good is coming from this. So why did I call this in? Why did I create this temporary challenge? That puts us in power. That makes us the creator and the controller of our universe, which I promise you, you can be by just addressing our belief structures. So I hope you liked this reading. I hope it wasn't a little too much. I'm like sweating from the Taurus and the Gemini reading. Oh my God. I love you guys so very much. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button, bell notification to see when I go live. Like I said, thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support on the channel. I hope this reading helped. I hope all these readings help, and I send this to you with love and graciousness for all of your love and support that I get. Thank you, guys. I will see you very soon for August readings, if you're watching this recorded, or I will see you very, very soon live for the live broadcast. I love you guys. Thank you.